Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with the September Pick a Card reading. And so for our September reading, we have 3 piles with all fairy cards and messages. And you get to choose from 3 different fairy types. Here we have the little gnome. So pile 1 will be the gnome pile. Pile 2 is, I'm just going to call her a Lilac Fairy because she has sort of a lilac outfit. And pile 3 is the Yellow Fairy because she has kind of yellow on. Or Froggy Fairy, I don't know, Mushroom Fairy, whatever you want to call them. And yes, those are the ones that I showed you before that I wanted you to see, that me and Queen have moved in together in the same neighborhood. So yeah, there's my friend Queen Sugar. We could call this Queen Sugar Fairy, and this is called the Queen Cherry Fairy, Cherry Fairy, Sugar Fairy, and the Gnome. Gnome, sweet gnome. So whatever you want to call these are your piles. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. All right, let's breathe. Ready? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let out your breath. Okay, open your eyes and let them drift to the pile that is meant for you. Let's begin. Okay, here we have pile 1, the gnome pile. Gnome, sweet gnome. And so first of all, we have a message from the Faery Forest. And Faery Forest is the healer, is Duira, the healer, nourishment, and nurture. I'm going to see if I need to wipe my... Okay, I think that's focused now. Okay, I thought it was my lens that needed focusing. So Duira is about making yourself a priority. It's thinking about some kind of wellness program. It's a combination of things of eating right, yes, and exercising and those kinds of things. But it goes beyond that. It goes into surrounding yourself with music and beautiful environments, and it's kind of like giving yourself that spa feeling every day. So make sure you nourish yourself with your surroundings, with the beautiful things you not just eat, but that you smell and that you touch and that you see. And so give yourself that priority of a sort of a nurturing and nourishing environment. And of course, remember about the things that you eat and take into your body. But I feel like these people in this group have already made some major headway in this area. It's just time to keep on down that path, because you're attracting by keeping on that path. And then so the Dragonfae says, Fernia. Fernia is about clarity. So this is like leaving your expectations behind and be prepared to discover more magic than you ever thought was possible. It's just kind of you have this natural ability to be kind of in a fantasy world, and that in some cases, you might have to balance that with some other, mundane chores and things that you have to do. But in a lot of ways, it's a good thing too, because it attracts exactly what you want in your life. But beware that there might be a chance where you will be attracting an obsessive type person or more than one. And so just be careful of that kind of love, the obsessive kind of love. And whether or not you attract that kind of love or not, and it could be very well a twin flame, because that kind of sometimes when twin flames start to feel each other in 3D, it starts to get a little bit like that. It gets a little intense, a little obsessive. So, but the message here is you let them come to you. that's kind of what you got to do. Just don't jump the gun, or don't get too hasty. Let them keep in your beauty and in your attraction, even if you're feeling it too, and let them come to you. And then from the wisdom of the fairy, we have Acorn's invitation. So this little acorn fellow is going to be inviting you, and so you're doing well, you're making yourself look nice and feel nice, and you're just, taking good care of yourself, and so you're attracting very easily. And instead of having to go to anyone, they're going to come to you. And Acorn's invitation is asking for an invitation of a physical nature. And this is perfectly fine. It's just saying touch is a necessary part, of our experiences. And so there's going to be kind of this exchange, a connection. There might be this beautiful, physically appealing man with a healthy sexual appetite that is desiring you, that is wanting a true communal, healing, loving touch. It goes way beyond just a purely sexual attraction. It goes into something a little bit more divine. So I feel like this is kind of a divine situation happening here. And then from the Nature's Whispers, we have open your heart. So yes, this is now the time to open your heart. So love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it, and allow love to bring you joy and serenity and renewed energy and passion. But it will definitely bring a total unrelenting happiness. If you let it, it can just feel extremely blissful. And so this is, it's a little bit intense and maybe a little scary, but it's also very exciting. And so we have the Fairy Lennormand as well. And the Fairy Lennormand is the lady card. And so the lady is about being intuitive. So just trust your gut, be in touch with your emotions, your feelings, and your intuition. And 29 might be symbolic for you. Could be on the 29th, which is very soon. It could be next month, but I feel like this is happening in September. This is a September reading, but it's very, very likely that this could come preemptively before September even starts. So just be aware, there's this very magnetic attraction happening here. And then a couple more fairy cards. We got the Creatures of the Forest Tarot, and you have the 9 of Coins, and you have the 9 of Cups. So 2 9s, the coins and the cups, you're feeling this amazing abundance and an amazing loving, giving generosity. So be aware of that. You might have to temper it a bit. But the 9, see, that's saying September to me for sure. So, I feel like this is something very exciting happening here. So let's let's grab a few charms. Okay, how about like that? So yeah, we got some electricity here with AC/DC. You got 16 and the 19th. So those are some possible dates. You got the duck, and we know what that means. So if you don't know the story, this man at a kind of a Renaissance festival, it was called Sherwood Forest. He had these big horns, Viking horn helmets. And he was telling everybody that he was the horniest man in the whole place, and he was giving out these ducks. So there you go. That's the story behind that. Then you have D for duck. Yeah, right. And you got the rabbit, which means, you know what it means. And then you have the sun, which is like happiness, joy, one just feeling successful and excited, and you got Paris, so it could be like a French kind of situation, some memories, some starry nights, and a birdie. A little bird told you. This could be like communication, Twitter, talking, chatting on or whatever, that kind of thing. Okay, so it's not a lot of charms, but I think they're meaningful charms. So I hope you like that. I'm moving on to the next. Okay, and here we have pile number 2 with the little lilac fairy representing this pile. And from the Faery Forest Oracle, we have Astral. So this is love, fire, sensuality, fertility. So people who are interested in making babies. Love is, it's a very beautiful, deep thing. And when you gaze into someone else's soul of another human being, it's kind of like it's a very powerful thing. It's a kind of baptism, a blessing. It's a ritual, and it's a feeling of trial by fire. So this is talking about flames of love. And I thought number 1 was the hot. So it looks like some more heat in this one, but this is about, love and beyond, when it gets passionate and when there's this amazing fire kind of attraction. And then we have from the Dragonfae, we have the New Moon Fae. So New Moon Fae saying soul scrying. It's kind of like looking deep into yourself. The new moon is coming up in just a couple of days. And so August 30th is the new moon in Virgo. And so this is saying under the moonlight, you cannot see the full spectrum of the colors, but you can often see between the worlds and deep into the true essence of all. And so there might be sometimes veils of illusion and sometimes a feeling of confusion or wonder or the unknown, fear of the unknown, but you have the ability to see between the worlds, so trust in your instincts and trust in your knowledge of that. So this a similar theme is coming up again for this pile as well. It's kind of, this is a very esoteric September with some sensuality. So we've got the wisdom of the fairy here, and the wisdom of the fairy says the midnight prince. So ask for what you want and be honest. You may really feel like this is, you've been dreaming of this, you've been manifesting it for so long that sometimes you don't even step outside and see exactly what is it that I'm manifesting. What does it really look like? And did you paint that picture? And is it truly what you want? And so if it is, then your wishes are definitely going to come true. There's a very strong wishes come true feeling in this month for you. And there is no penalty for being honest about what you want. Sometimes we might feel guilty for wanting certain things, or we might feel like if we want it, somebody else is going to get hurt. That part is not up to us, right? The surrender, the how. You have to surrender the how. The universe is good, loving, and abundant to everyone, and everyone will get what they are meant to have in their situation. And if you want something and you've envisioned it and it's all aligned, and the stars align, and the fairies are aligning it, and the angels are aligning it, and the spirits aligning it, then it's yours. It's yours for you. Okay? So keep that manifesting power going. And then we have the whispers, this nature's whispers. Yes, it's whispering something. These butterflies are whispering to us. And this is be true to your heart. See? So it is important to be true to your heart. You don't need to worry about curbing your desires, your wants, and your needs for other people, it will work out for everyone according to how the universe wants it to work out. So all you have to do is do and be yourself, you know? So in general, you know, it's saying use your intuition, you know, use this gift that you've been given, that's able to see in between worlds, you know. You have this amazing sensuality that you're attracting, you know, and you just have to, don't be embarrassed, be ashamed. This is what you want, you know. If you want it, it's coming to you. You can lift the veils between these worlds and be, as long as you're true to your heart, universe will see that this is what you want and they will bring it to you. So let's look at, we've got the Fairy Lennormand as well, and you have the stars. So the stars is about creation, you know, it's where you find your way. So this might be a starlit situation, you know. I feel nighttime like veils, right? A veil of night, a veil of, like how the way the clouds move through the sky at night, and sometimes you see the moon and sometimes you don't, sometimes you see the stars, kind of like that kind of situation, and the truth will come out, and you will attract, you know. I feel this attraction happening. And then we have our two fairy creatures of the forest tarot. We've got Six of Cups and the Star again. So it's like, and so in the Star of the Lenormand, it's a little bit different, you know. It's about how the stars reflect, you know, and guide. But the Star of the Tarot has a lot to do with hopes and wishes and dreams coming true. And so it's part of your manifestation ability. And Six of Cups is, you know, it's about the past sometimes, but a lot of times it can just simply be about, you know, this kindred feeling, this feeling of what your heart wants, you know, and this connection that you feel with certain people that you might have known before in a past life, you know, somebody that you see that you feel so familiar, you know, that kind of feeling. Okay, let's see what your charms have to say. All right. You got D. Everybody's getting the D. All right. And you got this weight, which is kind of nice. It's kind of like the workout. What is this one called? Oh, I keep forgetting. But I like the way this one swings. You know, you can like swing it between your legs, that kind of thing. And it gives, it's, I don't know, it weighs things down. It's solid. I feel like maybe you should get dressed up because something's about to happen. You know, maybe buy some clothes, make yourself feel good. You get the Eiffel Tower as well, so some kind of traveling or Paris connection here. Ooh, you have the S of stability, the S ring of commitment. And you have the sundial, so it's kind of like the veil is like parting, and the new moon, after the new moon, the sun will come out and it will point you to what's next for you. But I feel like a 28 again is coming up for you too. The 2 and the 8, it's pointing to the 2 and the 8. It's pointing to the 10. Yeah, 2, 8, and 10. So interesting. So those might be numbers that will help you in this situation. I feel like you're also going to be really lucky. No matter what you choose to do, you're going to be lucky. And you might want to try, you know, scratch offs or something like that, because I feel like you're going to have luck in this kind of thing. Luck with names and numbers and dates also. There's some kind of music situation, music in the air, like you got the piano too. So maybe a concert or something that's coming up that under this, you know, in the evening kind of thing. You got a rabbit too, a little bit different than number one's rabbit, but this one's a cute little rabbit too. So I feel like some loving going on. the tree of life, this is good health. So yeah, somebody's taking good care of themselves. Saint Dymphna's watching out for you. The snowflake is about being unique and one of a kind. So either you or somebody else that you care about, or both of you, have this sort of quality about you. And there is this stable thing here, stability. But this one is brand new. The ruler. Ugh. What can we say about the ruler? I feel like somebody wants to put some rules down, There's a ruler here. It's like the ruler is not just measuring things. It could measure things, but I think there's somebody who wants to guide you in a certain direction, okay? So there you go. Some interesting energies here. So I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. And last but not least, we got the little froggy fairy. Let's see what comes out for the little froggy fairy. So first we have the creatures of the forest, creatures of the... This is Creatures of the Forest Tarot, by the way, and this is Faery Forest. Faery Forest Oracle. And you have Elf Struck. So this is enchanted and beguiled and then spelled. Like, you are having an amazing amount of attractivity, energy, beauty, lightning, electricity. There's this kind of this sense of all or nothing exhilaration with you. There's a new passion. You're going to experience something quite exceptional, and after you have tasting this magic, you'll never be able to return to how you once were, and you'll all forever be changed. So that is some amazing stuff that might be happening to you this month. Some very magic with the K kind of spell or enchantment, or the way you're going to enchant someone else. I mean, as enchanting as the sparkle of her eye, and as enchanting as the way her hair wisps around. It's just very magical, this situation coming up for you. You also, so you have, this is from the Dragonfae, and this is the Lovers at the Feast. This is about conscious and aware eating, and it is talking about eating healthy, but I also feel in a general sense it is about a feast, a celebration, going out to eat. It's about savoring each other, tasting each other. Here we go again. Because all three piles have some sensuality to it. So this is also about healing. So heal yourself with the good food that you eat. Heal yourself with your environment, an environment filled with love. Feast and have your feasting will be a feeling of abundance and joy, and it's like savoring everything, savoring every moment. I feel like somehow everything's just going to taste better, smell better, feel better after some kind of experience that you're going to have, this elf-struck experience that you're going to have, and everything's just going to be heightened. Your senses are going to be more aware, and it's going to feel like you're lovers at the feast. So we also have the Fairy Oracle, the wisdom of the Fairy Oracle here, and this says, carry me home. So it's about being supported. It's time to be carried and allow others to help. And the carry me home is kind of this feeling after the experience. It almost feels like like date night, but like in a very intense spiritual way, okay? So you had this amazing elf-struck moment, and you have this feasting of each other's love, both in actual food, but of each other. And then you have this kind of exhaustion afterwards. I'm not even using my sexual tarot, and it's getting to be one of those nights. And so this is all about allowing it's like letting somebody to carry you, allowing others to help. It's almost like when you had too much to drink, but you have enough trust that other people will take care of you. I hardly ever get into that situation where I feel like I could just let down my guard and trust that other people would take care of me. But there is that sense that you trust this person wholeheartedly, that they would help you. And it's kind of a blissful feeling, like you're blissfully exhausted. There's this romantic embrace. You feel you're sort of surrendering to this bliss, and it's basically just saying that true love is kind of a dance of giving and receiving, and you feel their strength and their close embrace. So this person that is in your life or coming into your life will make you feel very safe and strong and protected. So let's see about the nature's whispers. So we've got nature here and fairies here. Okay, so natures and creatures. So this is celebrating differences. So even though you're the same, you are different, differences as in male, female, high, low, dark and light. But everybody is unique in their own way, and our differences are interesting, and otherwise we would be really bored with each other if we were exactly the same. And the differences between two people can also connect them like magnets. It's kind of a yin-yang kind of feeling. It's like a perfect balance, a perfect blend. And so it's just saying, Spirit's just saying, appreciate their qualities, and not just appreciate them, but learn from them. Learn from the other person or other people around you, and figure out what it is that's different about them that makes them unique, and how you can apply that into your life, And I love that seashell thing, the swirlings. It's like life force energy here. And so we also have Fairy Lennormand. I hardly ever use this one, but it's cute. Anyway, and so your Fairy Lennormand is the garden. So this is about communing. It's about getting outside, outdoors, socializing, having fun, just going out and about. So this totally looks like date night to me. You went out and about. You got this amazing experience that left you exhausted. So yeah, let's see. Okay, let's see what else we got with the fairies. This is the creatures of the forest. Okay, so we have the King of Cups and the Princess of Cups. So two loving people full of cups for each other. This is a lot of cup giving. So of course, cups is about love and emotions and compassion and connectivity, and so that's really beautiful. And yeah, it looks like September is going to have at least one very special interlude for you. That's what it looks like to me here. 20 could be a date in September that might be important. 18 or 20. This looks like, yeah. So, okay, let's see what your charms have to say. Okay. Ow. One of them bit me. Okay. You might have a little more than everybody else. Alright, so it rolled on to 8, which is the infinity symbol. So nice yin-yang situation. Maybe you'll go out to see a Disney movie. And look at that, you also got a bunny. So that is talking about fertility and sexuality and, bunny stuff. Very creative in this one. So, and something, maybe a home situation, like a cozy situation, a cottage, hotel, a place where you're feeling cozy. Look, you do have the infinity. You're definitely like a very close connected couple, maybe twin flames or soulmates. You're like a diamond. Their spirit here is blessing you. You have memories of a past life together, and your feelings for each other are, like go way back. There is a chance that maybe one or the other of you are a little bit older than the other one, but otherwise, generally, the dinosaur makes me think of, like a long time ago, another, eons ago, you knew each other. You've known each other for a long time. We got a little bit of tropical situation here, and the stars, so starry night, and this is where you carry the dirt and to bury the body, kind of thing. So I don't know, maybe some work. Might take. Maybe this is just talking about being exhausted. I don't know, but I feel like a little bit of a garden or a work situation here. You're blessed, and you have hope. And smell the pine cones. They're just, fall is about to come, and that smell in the air. So something might be happening within the United States, and this is the Junior Achievement Award, so some kind of feeling of achievement here. This is very subtle. It's kind of like hiding the experience completely, and it's not like the charms even want to talk about it because it's something so private. But yeah, the truth of it, the truth of the situation is coming out, the truth of your feelings. And yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very honest, open, beautiful, amazing connection. Okay? And a really nice time in September. I mean, I see connection. I see a little bit of work. That's good. A little bit of home maintenance, maybe. Other than that, I just see love and blessings and those like connectivity, and a hush-hush secret date night where you, do something with each other. All right, you guys. Well, in general, I hope you like that. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to hug and kiss you between each pile, but I give you my hugs and kisses now. Thank you all for being so loving and supportive and always there for me. And I am about to go on a trip to Colorado, and so you might not see too much of me this week. I will bring my cards and do what I can, maybe when I'm unwinding in the hotel or whatever. But I do plan to do like sightseeing, and the main goal is a big family reunion. So I'm going to do stuff with family. So yeah, there might not be too much. You might not see too much of me. I may or may not do tomorrow's live. And if I do tomorrow's live, I probably won't be able to get to your answers right away. So that's why I'm kind of not sure if I want to do that or not, but I'll keep that in mind. You guys let me know if you still want me to do the live readings or not, okay, guys? And I guess that's about it, you guys. If you need anything, check out the links in there. You can see where you can find me on Instagram. I'll post some pictures of Colorado, and I might still sing while I'm there. You can sing with me on Smule. Also, if you have a private reading, I'm going to get it taken care of before I leave, but I won't do any private readings while I'm gone. I just decided I'm not going to worry about that, but I might try to squeeze in some public ones, okay? And I may or may not bring charms with me. They're kind of heavy, so I'm not sure if I'll bring charms with me or not. We'll see, okay? So, all right, you guys, I'll see you next pick a card, or maybe I'll go live and see you live. We'll see about that. And have a lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for following me. I'm just very humbled by the amazing outpouring of love from all over the world. It's just incredible. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.